Ah, okay. Dann bin ich mindestens auf der sicheren Seite, seitdem ich hier einmal bei Genshin Impact keine Aufnahme mehr hatte. Ist es halt wirklich so, wow, dass ich da so ein bisschen paranoid bin.
No, my sword.
Kennst du mal bitte?
Time.
Das meine ich. Und dann reagieren die voll spät. Seht ihr das? Ja, natürlich seht ihr das. Genau.
Rain outlines your fate.
Cool it. This was well done. Don't get frostbite. Unfortunate fault.
Okay. Das nehmen wir aber mit. Ja, wir müssen uns schon ein bisschen beeilen. Okay.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before?
Ja.
Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito?
Ja.
So the Conjure Commission are...
Ja. Genau. Die spielen sich da gegenseitig in die Hände. Also quasi die Fatui setzen beide Seiten. Quasi.
Let me read you a verse.
Retribution!
Ja, komm. Dich kriege ich auch noch. Komm mal her.
Blink.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Ja, ja, komm. Damit hat es aber alle so auf sich. Jetzt sieht man es tatsächlich, dass die Fatui hier beide Seiten... Und die sind bestimmt auch hinter dem Gesetz, hinter dem Dekret. Die stecken hinter dem Dekret. Ich wette mit euch, dass die da irgendwie ihre Finger im Spiel haben. Und unsere Freundin hier, die von den Fatui. Ja, nicht wirklich Freundin, aber ne? Die eine, die wir schon 1000-mal begegnet sind.
Yikes! It looks dangerous.
Ja.
We better watch our step or we might get hit.
Okay. Irgendwie kriegen wir das schon hin. Was? Okay. Vielleicht können wir hier. Aha. Irgendwie müssen wir da hochkommen. Ah, okay. So, also. Kleines Rätselchen. Okay, wir kriegen nur 2 mit, oder wie? Nee, wir kriegen alle 3. Wir landen wieder hier. Ah, okay. Kommt einmal bitte rein mit euch. Ich meine, das ist auch beim Gefängnis eine Tür, ne?
Intruder spotted!
Okay.
Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive! Dodge this! This moment will be free!
Ja, komm.
Miscalculated.
Ja, das glaube ich euch.
This is my duty.
Verdict is...
Let's end this quickly.
Ja, komm. So, das dauert noch.
Freeze!
Rain outlines your fate.
Don't get frostbite.
Rain cutter.
Kommt rüber her.
You must have a death wish.
Ja,
Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
könnte sein.
Freeze!
Okay, dann nehme ich dich erstmal. Ach, du bist da.
Gone.
Time for retribution!
Mann, zumindest jetzt die Runden.
Out of my sight.
Ja, komm. Ich muss noch mal kurz hier heilen. Okay.
This is our Majesty's gift. Power that ended Haishan. Got you.
Komm mal her. Na komm.
Burn!
Gleich kriegen wir dich klein.
This body.
Ja. Ja, ist in Ordnung.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
Okay.
So, you're another Fatui
Yeah.
Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Genau, Senora, die meine ich.
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted.
Ah, ja.
I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers.
Ah, ja.
Delighted to meet you. Oh my, so
Ah.
many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor?
Tja.
Oh, so that's what... I think you've got the wrong idea.
Mhm.
I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders.
Tja.
I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? You're getting
Tja.
all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless.
Deswegen muss es ja
They
geschützt
were
werden.
always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best
Das
interest.
war so klar.
Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power for just a small price. They get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for
Nicht wirklich.
supreme...
So, the Fatui started the
Ja, hab
Vision
ich doch schon
Hunt
gesagt.
decree? You've been behind...
From the
Yeah.
outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend
yeah.
in Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it.
Nein.
Hey, calm down!
Ah, ah.
No!
Okay.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening?
Ja, natürlich. Warte mal, sie kennen wir doch. War die nicht die wir nicht enttäuschen sollten? Ganz zu Anfang? Okay, jetzt musst du tatsächlich kommen und uns retten. Das wäre definitiv schief gegangen. Hier. Der schwarze Bildschirm kann so langsam weggehen?
Repeat after me. 3, 2,
Ja.
1.
Yay.
1,
Die Mikro.
2, 3. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed.
Okay.
It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Okay.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Okay.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other shrine maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this.
Yeah.
People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I...
Okay.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Hier.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you...
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine? And well, maybe you should be worrying less about that. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it.
Okay.
The delusions, they're still on your mind, aren't they?
Yeah.
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also with their stronghold exposed. I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleague's behalf. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own... Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person.
Okay.
But alas, believe...
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something
Okay.
You've met her, right?
Ja.
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
In dieser Dimension?
Yes. The true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Okay.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Ja.
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself.
Okay.
Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state.
Okay.
So, that place that...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place she shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax?
Ja.
It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liue's Archon. What a fascinating god.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child. The
Irgendwie
grand
schon.
notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by... The truth is, we are on the same side.
Ja, das bezweifle ich nicht.
You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation.
Okay.
And the key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shape.
So this is your plan? To abolish the... Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by...
You're a fast learner.
Ja.
In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of dark... Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Okay.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very...
Okay.
Wait, you're leaving? What?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come
Cool.
along.
Das können wir gut gebrauchen. Ja. Na dann. Nehmen wir das mal mit, ne? Schon sehr weird. Tja. Vielleicht sollte ich aber vorher erstmal heilen. Ach, wir müssen sowieso woanders hin. Okay. Dann gehe ich erstmal hier hin, ne? Ich meine, wir werden zwar noch gesucht, aber das sollte ja niemanden interessieren. Wir sind schließlich im Krieg. Ne? Da sind eh alle.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Was? Stimmt, Diluc war ja auch gegen die Fatui, ne? Gut, dann können wir einmal wieder hier hoch und dann können wir da runter. Eieiei. Dass die sich da immer irgendwie einmischen, aber irgendwie war klar, dass die dahinter stecken. Das war so klar, dass sie das ausnutzen. Okay, Moment. Das Team muss auch wieder geändert werden. So, da machen wir uns wieder hin.
Just what will we come across this time?
Ja, und da machen wir Joe hin.
You called?
Okay. Gut, dann können wir nicht einmal da runter, ohne uns Sorgen machen zu müssen. Nee. Vielleicht sollte ich doch ein bisschen runtergehen. Ein bisschen das hier mitnehmen. Damit wir nicht so viel Ausdauer brauchen. Ah, okay. Vorne müsste es irgendwo sein. Ja. Sag ich doch. Gut. Diesmal ging es schneller. Mit dem Dings. Fast schon, während bevor wir aufgekommen sind.
And what's this mechanism?
Frage ich mich auch.
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat
Okay.
moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined.
Aha.
It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance, and the aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Okay. Ich fand's schon schwierig. Au, ja. Okay. Okay. Achso, wir sollen aushalten, ne? Ja, komm. Ja, komm. Gut. Ja, gut. Okay. Das lief nicht ganz so gut. Nehmen wir mal das hier. Und starten nochmal. Okay. Ah, fuck. Ich habe eigentlich gedrückt, aber... Nee. Nein, ich habe doch gedrückt! Ich habe gedrückt! Ich habe gedrückt. Na, jetzt machst du doch bestimmt einen anderen Angriff. Ich habe gedrückt! Nein, ich habe gedrückt! Na, sie juckt. Ja, komm. Oh. Toll. Das kann ja noch was werden. Ich darf schon nicht von denen getroffen werden, ne?
Get out of my way!
Ja, komm. Ja, komm. Okay. Ist halt schon schwierig, ne? Ah, ich hätte nach links ausweichen sollen. Nein, ich bin ausgewichen. Okay. Ja. Verdammt, das war der letzte Treffer, ne? Von dem ich nicht getroffen werden sollte. Getroffen, vor allem. Toll. Ja. Okay. Mhm. Zähl auch nicht mit. Ja, komm. Okay. Okay. Ja, komm. Schon wieder gescheitert. Wie schaffe ich das? Mhm. Ja. Ach komm. Jetzt kann ich so langsam wieder, ne? Was? Wieso? Ich verstehe es nicht, wieso ich das nicht hinkriege. Also, ich muss die doch zerstören, weil sonst werde ich doch von der letzten Attacke getroffen. Ich wollte eigentlich das andere Training machen, aber egal. I don't know. I don't get it. Wo soll ich denn hin? Ich meine, das kriege ich ja einigermaßen gut hin. Ne? Ja, ja. Ja, komm. Mhm. So, jetzt dürfte gleich die letzte Angriff, der letzte Angriff kommen, ne? Ja, komm. Ach, ich darf nicht raus. Das war's, woran ich gescheitert bin. Ich darf einfach dieses Dings nicht verlassen, dieses Feld nicht verlassen. Alter, warum macht man so einen Schwierigkeitsgrad da mit rein? Ich kann mich doch da auch so bewegen, wie ich will. Bei ihr. Ja, ja, komm. Okay, war nur das Kabel?
Get out of
Ach
my
ja,
way.
komm. Ich will hier nicht rauslanden, ne? Okay. Mhm. Ja, kommt nicht raus. Ist auch so schwer zu erkennen, wo der Rand ist und wo nicht, ne? Okay, so. Okay. Oh, das war so schwer. Ich bin dauernd aus der Arena rausgeflogen. Deswegen hat es nicht geklappt.
What a workout!
Hm.
So how come you know so much about the ride in Shogun?
Naja, die sind sich bestimmt näher, als man denkt.
You mean,
Yeah.
perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
Tja.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Okay.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A
Okay.
nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share.
Okay.
At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on.
Okay.
You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track.
Okay.
I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Okay.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
Ja.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly...
Ja.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time
Okay.
for Anti-Raiden Shogun...
Das war
There's
so
a
klar.
part two?
Natürlich. Natürlich, komm. Spiel. Willst du endlich mal? Danke. Hab ich doch schon gesehen. Erstmal wieder heilen. Das habe ich schon gesehen. Dass es noch einen zweiten Teil gibt. Ach so, okay.
Useless.
Nein, weg da. Weg vom Rand. Oh, Nase juckt. Ach komm. Muss das gerade jetzt sein? Toll. Nase juckt. Mal wieder. Ja. Oh, komm, lad doch endlich mal. Ich hab doch schon gewechselt. Geht doch. Das hat jetzt voll lang gedauert, ne? Nein, nicht raus, nicht raus, nicht raus, nicht raus.
Eyes on me.
Okay.
Disappear. Here.
Okay. Das lief wesentlich besser ab als das andere.
We're finally done.
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard
Okay.
work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
Nein.
How do I put this?
Wait,
Ja.
what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
Nein.
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you?
Okay.
Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
Tja.
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself,
Ja. Das wird nichts.
considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
Okay.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
Ja, trotzdem.
I don't mean to belittle them. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
Und welchen Plan meinst du?
Oh, goodness. Is that the time? I have another guest to receive
Okay.
today.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests?
Tja. Das wird wahrscheinlich weitere Fragen beantworten, ne? Gehe ich mal von aus. Deswegen werden wir einmal ihr folgen. Ich meine, sie hat uns geholfen. Was sollen wir machen? Ne? Könntest du mal bitte reisen? Achso, jetzt macht es. Wie gesagt, das Spiel reagiert in letzter Zeit echt lahmarschig, ne? Wirklich, es ist nicht mehr feierbar. Es geht so gar nicht.